This is where a jig is hard to beat because I can control my depth a lot better with a jig, and I can keep it right in front of those fish's face for a longer period of time with a jig. So this rose supreme when you're in a situation like this. Just a jig head and a jig. Okay, right there. Let's try it right there. Just let it fall. Huh. There he is. Got him. Well, if he'll quit fighting, we'll look at him. Pretty good one. Pretty good fish right here. Dead gone. Is he gonna quit? That's a good one. There ain't a doggone thing on that. Y'all look at there. Pretty good black crappie. He's good enough to where I'm gonna get him on out here. The wind is blowing me in here where these fish are, folks. Right exactly. I mean, right exactly where these fish is at, blowing right into it. But let's go ahead and I don't have a net. Okay, and that's 2-pound line, and that's a good fish right there. It's a dark, overcast day, folks. Pretty good fish right there, probably around 13 inches. I'm gonna put him in the bucket in case I catch a few more. No, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna let him go. Let's let him go, and we'll talk about what we're doing right here. I really don't want to keep none. I got some. All right, let's let the little fella go. That's a pretty good fish. It's not as big as I've been catching, but I'm not gonna gripe about it. Wind's blowing 100 miles an hour because we got some bad weather coming in. We're gonna have about 4 days of solid rain. So there's a system blowing in. It's overcast, and right now it's almost 2 o'clock in the evening. So I decided to come out here and do a little bit of fishing before the weather got bad. And I'm just using a Bobby Garland bait right there with a purple 1/32 of an ounce jig head. That's a size 4 sickle hook in that jig head. 2-pound test line, and that's tied with a Palomar knot. I want to get all the strength I can get out of that 2-pound line. If it was 4, I'd put a loop knot, no doubt. Now I'm using an ultralight rod, my favorite little rod. It's a sow belly, 6.5 foot rod with a 2000 size Daiwa. And I caught that fish just by casting. I got a few fish found right here, and that fish actually hit it on the fall, about 6 foot deep. So let's go back up there and see if we can catch a few more before the rain comes. Let's take a look at this now. This is, the name of this color is Hologram Ghost. Now I like that color. It's got a little bit of purple in it, but you can see plumb through this jig. Now the reason why I'm using it, let's look at it in the water. Y'all see that? See how that shines? That's why I'm using it. This water is extremely clear. Now there's 2 colors that I like. I like this one, and really extremely clear water like we're fishing here today, or blue ice. Blue ice is an excellent color for real clear water. Hey, how y'all doing? It is cold. Yeah, I got some right here. I got some found right here. There he is. It took a while. This is pretty good fish right here, folks. Oh my. That's a good crappie right here. good fish. Okay. I had a hard time getting him in, folks. Let's see if we can flip him in the boat. That's a good fish right there. Fella come up behind me right here. And I flipped in there and I set the hook and started talking to him. I couldn't talk to y'all, but anyway, we're gonna let him go right here. That's fine. Let's let him go right there. Pretty good black crappie. That fish was about 7 or 8 feet deep. Let's make a cast right here. They're about 7 or 8 feet deep, and that 2-pound test line falls quick. With a 1/32 ounce jig head, it'll get down there quick. There he is. Another good fish. When it gets down there to about that 8-foot depth, that fish thumped it. I'm talking about. I'm real excited right here. That's a big crappie right there. Big crappie. I want y'all to look. I tell you, that's the right color. In this kind of water right here, color makes a big, big difference. Big difference. Let's see if we can. There he is right there. I want y'all to look at there. That's probably a 14-inch fish. He's a good one. And he eat it. Eat that bait good. Okay, so we got something going right here. They're 8 feet deep. And I'm telling you, when I get it down to that depth, they thump it. It's just boom, no doubt about it. Let's let him go. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Woo. Woo-wee, I am blessed. Now look how far I've blowed away from those fish, folks. Let's look at this jig in the water, folks. Just for a second. Y'all see how natural that looks? It looks real, and that's very, very important. That's why I stress colors. Colors is real important when it comes to fishing. You can make those long casts with this 2-pound line. There he is. And stay away from the fish. That's what I'm going to need to do. I don't want to spook them. A lot of fish right here. But like I was saying, color is real important. When I'm fishing this real clear water, that's not a bad fish. Look at him right there. He is cutting the rug, ain't he? I'm going to go ahead and lift him. I've done lifted, I don't know, 2 or 3 in here. I don't know. We can do it right here. Let's. That's pushing it with 2-pound line. I guarantee you that's pushing it. Nice crappie right there. But color is very important. Gin clear water like this, I love those jigs that are iridescent and also you can see almost through them. For some reason, it just seems like fish will hit them better. Not just crappie, all species. That's just full of crappie right here. I knew there was several, but I didn't know there's this many, folks. Watch this right here. Okay, I'm going to make that cast. And they're about 8 feet deep. And I can guess that we're about 8 feet right there. And just a steady wind has been doing it. 2-pound test line, it's wise to tie. If you're catching good fish like that, 2 or 3 good fish, maybe 4, and then go ahead and retie. I missed one right there, doggone it. Because you know, you're pushing it with 2-pound line. 2-pound line will get you more bites. There ain't no doubt in my mind about that. But you have to watch them knots. I'm always watching that line too, folks. Because a lot of times they'll hit it on the way down. They'll catch that jig on the way down, on the fall. So you got to pay attention to that too. And a crappie bite is so light sometimes. If you don't really watch that high, and that's why I like high vis line, like I've mentioned before. If you really, I'm a line watcher. I keep my eye on that line at all times. I mean, it's falling right now, but okay. But I'm watching it, watching that line. And you can detect real light bites after you train your eyes to watch that high vis line, just like that. You can, this is a good fish right here. You can train your eyes to see that bite, and it's just a real quick bite. Yeah, it's a good fish. Good one. Let's get away from her deal there. Now the wind ain't blowing as hard now as what it was a while ago, but this wind is coming in bursts. Come on in here. There we go. Nice fish. Doggone nice fish. Let's let him go right here. Okay. I'm being real particular right here, account of the water being so clear. Y'all can see that. See how clear that is? My goodness. Now that I got old and I can't do like I used to do around the house, keep things up just perfect, my woman yells at me and screams at me. You know, folks, there's a lot of different colors that I like when it comes to clear water. Now, we're talking about clear water now. When it comes to colors, everybody has their opinions. The main thing is use what you have confidence in. That is the sport of fishing. If you have confidence in it, use it, and you'll probably catch fish. But blue ice, Blue Thunder, I used to use that color a whole lot. Let's get a look right there. Very natural looking colors. What I mean by natural, they're like minnow type colors. Here's one right here that's in the baby shad, 2-inch baby shad. Live minnow is the name of it. I've caught a lot of crappie on that color. Matter of fact, it's been a while since I've used that color. And here's another one called Hologram Ghost. It's you can see through it, translucent color. That's a good one to throw in clear water when the sun's out. But it don't matter what company makes them. This is the colors that I look for clear water. Now let's get into the muddy water. I want colors that's going to be bright, that the fish will see easy, and proven colors. One of the most, and here's a Z-Man, Baby Baller Z, Fire Truce is that color. That is a great color right there. Matter of fact, I caught some fish with it the other day. For stained water to muddy water. That's a perfect color for that. Here's another one, Electric Chicken, which this is a universal color. I've caught a lot of fish with that color right there in clear water too. It's just, but it's excellent for stained water and muddy water. And of course, the pearl. The pearl is a universal color. It'll work in clear water, stained water, and muddy water. It puts out a bright hue, meaning a glow. And of course, Z-Man makes clear water colors too. But I'm going to tell you, let me show y'all something. and I've used this over the years, has saved me a lot of videos, and that's going to be this color right here. If the water is really muddy, golden chartreuse in a hand-tied jig is my favorite. And at night, crappie can see that color. Believe you me, they can see golden chartreuse. Well, you know, folks, the fact of the matter is, just as quick as it started, it ended. I come out here a little bit late. I just wanted to, it was just one of those quick fishing trip type things where I just needed to get away, get out of the house for a little bit. And I did search for crappie for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, in a lot of different places. I'd hit this place, hit this place, hit this place. All of them were empty, and a lot of times that's what happens when you're a crappie fisherman. A lot of times, you know, the fish will be there and not be willing to bite. Yeah, that happens a lot, or they'll just not be there. Crappie move a lot. They're a hard fish to keep up with. So I was blessed, my wife don't like the word lucky, to have found one area, just one area, that had some good fish in it, and I caught them very quick. I did it while the wind was blowing. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. Once that wind stopped blowing, the bite shut down. The only thing that I caught was a few small ones at the end. The better fish just quit biting. And in clear water, I've noticed that to be true. A matter of fact, in really shallow clear water, that rule applies every time, just about it. You always need some wind or ripple. Wind will help you in really clear water. But yeah, that's what happened. It's calm now. In a couple hours, it's going to rain for 4 days straight. So I was very blessed by the Lord above to catch a few crappie for y'all. And color does make a big difference. Even though it's overcast in gin clear water, really clear water, I believe that blue ice and colors like that, to me, are the best. That's just my opinion. You know, I say that reluctantly a little bit because fishing is very opinionated, and we all have our opinions, and who knows who's right. I want to say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much from the bottom of my heart. And Mama Sue, hey. Doggone it. Hey, man. Woo, woo, woo. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good work.